Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Arkansas State Red Wolves taking on the Air Force Falcons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Falcons will put total render to crank us up. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Red Wolves want to move quickly. Smith dropping to pass. It's complete to the left. There he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Swings it out to his running back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Makes the catch. It's Clausen. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Quarterback extends the play. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. All right, guys, let's chat about Air Force. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Falcons! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Smith wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Liberty put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Flames had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Mancuso. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Nice move there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. It's been a great way for the service academies to stay relevant in major college football by having prolific ground game.
Yeah, then those ground games are a pain in everybody's you-know-what. I mean, they drive you nuts, the triple option, because so much discipline. I mean, they're so good at running what they do. They don't do a lot, but they're going to hit you right in the mouth and run the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Converts on fourth down, still going. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Air Force.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Throwing on the run. Snatches it on the right. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Red Wolves moving quickly to the line.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Quarterback now breaking the field. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make it.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Smith wants to throw. Looking to scramble. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Grab behind the line. It's Mancuso. Gets away from one, finds room. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. The Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. Bounced off his feet.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Off the RPO, complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Slithers into space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains.
He'll take a deep shot here. He caught it, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Falcons. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 14 to Ole Miss. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Buys a little extra time. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Smith dropping to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Oh, they're after him. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
What a great job by this defense. You get the 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
What an opportunity here if you're on offense, right? After the great kick return, you're already down here in the red zone. It's 3rd down now. You've got to be able to come away with a touchdown. This field position is too good to only settle for 3 points.
He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Mancuso. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Air Force! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Smith wants to throw. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The Red Wolves really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Grab near the marker, it's Connors. They pick up the 1st down, they'll mark him at the 34, gotta be expeditious here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Red Wolves will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Smith dropping to pass. This time he's got it. At the 45 on his way. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. He missed it. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Red Wolves will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so
breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Finds the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Got a man, it's Harris. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. A little release to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The give to the tailback. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Just a short pass to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. Turning it on! Oh my goodness, he's still moving! Now the connection takes it to the 11. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route, great job securing the catch.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up play.
Gashing the D on the right. And that one looked as if it might go.